Welcome, welcome to another Lost Pikachu video, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic day or night so far. In today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the state of the market, but not so much the state, but what you might be doing about it and how maybe you can avoid some of the mistakes that I've made in the past with this whole market boom that's going on. And I'll start with some examples of this. So, let's take this Jesse and James card, which you may have heard of, going kind of crazy recently. So I got this card in maybe 2022 or 2021 from a Hidden Fates pack. I pulled it, and I was like, okay, it's like a $10, $15 card. That's pretty cool. And I just put it in my binder, right? And then I just recently got back into Pokemon, maybe in November, and I was checking it out. It was still $15, and I went to a trade show for Pokemon cards, like a Pokemon card show, and I ended up trading it off for about $15 trade value. About 2 months later, it shot up to about $70, and the PSA 10, which I think mine for sure could have been, is around $230. So obviously that feels like a bit of a gut punch when you think, wow, I probably had a very clean copy of this card and I got rid of it for $15, right? That's just kind of crazy. And a second example of a similar thing. So this Drowsy, you might have heard about it, it got up to about $70. The 10 is in insane $850 right now. I mean, that's just beyond insanity, right? I pulled this card in January. This is the date it sold on. And I like to always search up the prices of cards because, you never know. And I searched up the price of this card, and I was like, oh my god, that's $35 to $40. Are you kidding me? That's insane, right? I was like, I'm going to sell this thing. And I did put it up for bid, and I sold it for $43, right? That's a great price, and I got my quick little profit, and that was it. Fast forward about 3 weeks, and here it is, right? Again, a little bit of a gut punch. If I had just held on to that card, I could have sold it for a lot more, or graded it even, which I probably could have done with the Jesse and James. And that's the lesson that I'm going to be trying to teach in this video. For right now in the market and the state of everything, I'd say just hold on to things for a little bit. A lot of the cards you might see have gone up a lot. Maybe if you're coming back into the hobby, you see this card used to be $10, it's like $25 now. That's great. I should just sell all of these cards, right? But then you don't want to be left with that feeling a couple months later where it's like, now they're way up. And you may be thinking, well, what if they go down? Like, what if I wake up tomorrow and the cards that are $30 are down to like $15, right? And what I'm going to say is that could happen, right? And here's an example of a card that started at 16, dropped all the way down to about $8, and is now back up to almost $20. That could happen, but overall, the market is going up, right? And you might lose value on a few cards, but overall, it's all going to go up. And the market's not going to like crash within a day. It probably won't crash for about 6 to 18 months from now, because there's just no reason it would. There's a lot of people coming into the hobby, the new Team Rocket set. People are just very excited right now to collect Pokemon cards. And even if it does start to crash, there'll be signs way beforehand. It'll slowly start coming down, and it'll give you a lot of time to offload your cards if you want to do that and still make that profit. But for right now, while the market's in such a volatile place, it's best to just hold on to it because you never know. An example of when I did this well, instead of losing a ton of money, was on this Yveltal card. I pulled it from Paradox Rift, searched it up. It was like $5, and I was like, cool, that's a nice card. I think it looks pretty cool. I'll just keep it for the collection. And lo and behold, it's about $30 now, right? $30 as of the time of recording. And maybe I haven't checked the condition. If I get it graded, it could be a lot more. So that's an example of when I did this well. And that's why maybe you should just hold on to your stuff. Even if it looks like you can make a quick profit, I just wouldn't want you feeling that same way of thinking, I sold this card for $20 and now it's $100. If I had just waited, I could have sold it for that. So that's what this video is about, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something from my mistakes. If you want to see more videos where I'll be talking about kind of the state of the market, maybe what you can do, maybe some of the things I've failed at that you can succeed at, maybe investments, that kind of thing, give me a follow or a subscription down below. I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to be having a really good video with some of my insights into investing in Pokemon cards, specifically sealed product, and that's going to be coming out later this week. I really appreciate you watching and sticking around to the end of the video. It really does help a lot. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time.